It's over, Nintendo, okay? It's done, alright? You can't avoid this anymore. You can't dodge it. You can't escape it anymore. It's now reached a ridiculous peak to the point where mainstream news is now even covering it. Like The Independent, for example. They have 3.4 million followers. They are a massive news company here in the UK. And they have just covered it. This is no longer just gaming news anymore. This is now nationwide news, Nintendo. Nintendo itself was trending on Twitter worldwide for a good 48 hours. Over 250,000 tweets. Nintendo, you need to say something. You can't avoid this anymore now. I'm still baffled how massively this has blown up. So let me just pause for a second and just thank everyone for sharing this Etacon stuff. I just thought that the Etacon thing was something I'd share, and I went to bed and I thought nothing more of it. I woke up the next morning and oh my god, it had blown the fuck up. It was everywhere, you know, Etacons was on Reddit, Twitter, everywhere you looked, YouTube, people making loads of videos. It's just ridiculous. I did not think it would be this big of an issue. Honestly, compared to the Smash and the Splatoon stuff, I thought this was just something little, but clearly this Etacons issue has struck a nerve with a lot of people, so I'm very glad that, you know, the Joy-Con boys have now been added to the list of people that want, you know, revenge alongside, you know, people campaigning for Smash, for Splatoon. Now we've got the Joy-Con boys in here. I'm just in shock that it's actually got this big, so I just want to thank everyone who shared it. I want to thank people who made videos on it. So Omni, thank you for your video. Boogie, I can't believe I was in a video from Boogie. That's just ridiculous. So everyone who shared this, made it, you know, big mainstream. Thank you all very much. It's ridiculous going through Twitter and seeing tweets after tweets from my Reddit post, people reacting to the video I made, the video itself blowing up. Like, my average views is just ridiculous now, and all the new Joy-Con boys that have joined, thank you, happy to have you on board. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe this has happened, but Nintendo is done, alright? This is the cherry on the top now. You pushed us too far. The last month of Smash was already enough. At this point now, with the Etacons, you've crossed the line at this point now. You can't deny this anymore. You can't hide. You have to say something. I mean, knowing Nintendo, they basically refuse to make any statement unless they have a gun pointed to the back of their head. So I doubt they're going to say anything. But at this point, they cannot ignore it. I'm convinced that someone must have had to have some sort of meeting last night when it came to Nintendo's HQ, because this was worldwide news, boys. This wasn't just like gaming news. As I said, there were hundreds of articles, gaming news forums, actual news mentioning this. Captain Alex, the creator of the Joy-Cons, the Etacon specifically, he was massive as well. He's blown up as well. I guess I've helped Alex out and I've helped promote his business. I guess that's probably the only positive side effect of this, although the Etacons have been cancelled by Nintendo. At the very least, Captain Alex has received a bunch of publicity and interviews, so I'm glad that at least one positive outcome came out of this. Etika was trending on Twitter as well, which is really nice to see, because I haven't seen Etika's name trend on Twitter for a long while. Again, it's a shame it had to be through, you know, such a negative response, but at the same time, at least it's raising awareness of the issue at hand, and hopefully this gives Nintendo the kick in the arse they need to get in gear and fix things properly for good and actually make some change. Alex also provided some really interesting details that he never shared with me originally in our DMs, including a picture of all the trademarked items that Nintendo sent him that he couldn't use on his custom Joy-Cons. And if you look there, you can see the Switch logo, which is the Joy-Cons logo for the Joy-Con Boys logo, and then the word Joy-Con itself. So really, our logo is kind of fucked now. Like, the only way we can legally have the Joy-Con Boys logo be used is if it just says boys. That's it. If you have a look at Captain Alex's Twitter, you can see he posted a picture of him with a bin full of all the Etacon cases that he's now no longer able to sell, which really sucks considering the amount of time he probably spent painting and hand doing them all by hand. All those hundreds of shells there he just can't sell anymore. But in good news, he is actually planning to re-release the Etacons without the copyright. In his latest tweet, if you have a look, the campaign #FreeCaptainAlex is trending right now. Well, we need it to trend, and if that does trend, then Alex will consider then running another Indigo campaign for a new wave of Etacons. So, you know, go tweet #FreeCaptainAlex, and at least again that helps him out a bit, helps his business out a bit, considering Nintendo fucked him. He raised 10k for the Jed Foundation thanks to those Etacons, so it kind of sucks Nintendo did this to him. So at the very least, I'd advise you all to go support him, go tweet out #FreeCaptainAlex, and in that way, hopefully we can get a new pair of Etacons that, you know, can actually be sold without Nintendo jumping on our ass. That's all I really have to say. Just wanted to update you all on the situation. Once again, thank you for the ridiculous response on the last video. Like, we jumped up like 400, 300 subs, which is mad. As I said before, I'm very happy to have all the more Joy-Con boys on board here. If you're a Joy-Con boy watching this, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. And yeah, thank you for everyone that shared the video, shared the article. This blew up everywhere. I'm still in shock how much this blew up. I really didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but it looks like the Etacons thing actually struck a nerve deeper than, in some cases, the Splatoon or the Smash controversy. So I appreciate that all. Thank you all for watching. And of course, as a great man once said, have yourselves a damn good one.